An eerie scene in Sudan's capital of Khartoum, as the streets are virtually empty following the U.S.-Saudi brokered ceasefire between the warring Sudanese army and paramilitary rapid support forces. Fighting has certainly decreased during the 7-day ceasefire, but the sound of sporadic gunfire can still be heard, as both sides blame the other for breaking the truce.
Observed use of artillery and military aircraft and drones, credible reports of airstrikes, sustained fighting in the heart of the Khartoum industrial area, as well as clashes in Zalingi in central Darfur. So we have continued to see violations of the ceasefire.
1.3 million people have fled their homes amid the ongoing conflict. Makeshift orphanages now popping up to care for countless children left behind. Meanwhile, the United Nations says they're helping as quickly as possible.
Reached more than 600,000 vulnerable people with food and nutrition aid since restarting distributions in the country.
While distributing aid, the UN is also dealing with criticism from Sudan's military leader, General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan, who wrote a letter over the weekend asking to replace his envoy, Volker Perthes, after Perthes criticized both leaders of Sudan's warring parties.
There is a growing realization on both sides that this war will not be won militarily, at least not with an easy victory, and even if there was a victory, it could come at the expense of destroying the country or the capital or much of the country.
Now, the clock is ticking on the ceasefire deal set to expire on Monday, and the U.S. and Saudi Arabia are pushing to extend the shaky internationally brokered truce in hopes of providing much-needed humanitarian aid.